welcome back to the third check-in. I have just one word for this performance. Wow. This performance was called The Rani, and it was brought to us by Adnan Jahangir and his fantastic team of dancers. And I just want to take a moment to thank them and appreciate them for their incredible fankari. I mean, the way these people were moving and the emotions that they were bringing along with them that signified freedom and independence and a lightness of touch, all of which drive home the point that women have been celebrated in our culture for centuries. We used to celebrate them. We celebrate them today. So thank you to those of you who have tuned in today to celebrate the power of the Rani, the power of the informal queen, the power of womanhood. Hello. तो क्योंकि हम औरतों की अचीवमेंट्स को सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं, you have to check out the Wow Marketplace to see some amazing women-led businesses. अब आप सोच रहे होंगे ये businesses क्या हैं, अच्छी भी हैं, बहुत अच्छी हैं, मैंने खुद इनको आजमाया है. There is food, we are Pakistanis, we love food. There are services and there are products. You can go to the Wow website to check them out. The Wow website is wowvirtual.pk. So during the pandemic, things were hard. People lost a lot of businesses, but these women, these incredible entrepreneurs, these warriors, these Ranis got up and made the move to the virtual world, which is where you and I are communicating right now. So go to the website and check out their amazing work and support them.
Baking with a passion. And inspired by TV shows and by cookbooks, I started cooking and baking at a very young age. When friends and family encouraged me to start taking orders, I decided to launch Sweet Eats in 2012. I'm a self-taught baker and I have no culinary degree.
Currently, I'm teaching my clients one-on-one on the Pilates Reformer in Karachi. I work on their strength, mobility, flexibility, and core stability. As I struggled both emotionally and physically, I turned to Pilates to try and find balance and to push my body to the limits that it was capable. I learned to love that body as I grew stronger and more resilient.
Be Positive is a sustainable company. We do not use plastic. We actually use recycled bottles whenever possible.
Currently, you can find Pani water bottles at Evergreen or at Springs, or you can order them online via Instagram at pani.karachi.
ये quality science education हर बच्चे तक पहुंचा सके, regardless of their gender, regardless of their socio-economic background. So science, we believe, is for everyone.
I've done my bachelor's in design from the Indus Valley School of Art. When somebody comes to me and says that we want a certain product, so my question to them is, what's your budget?
Community center for especially kind of targeting women, creating safe spaces for women in Karachi.
Ahang is a Karachi-based NGO that has been working since 1994, and Ahang's mandate is to improve reproductive health of the people of Pakistan.
ज़ैनब का वाक़या हुआ, जो भी लोग इस लाइफ स्किल बेस्ड एजुकेशन को आगे करिकुलम में जाने से रोकते थे, उनको समझ आ गया कि चाइल्ड प्रोटेक्शन कितना ज़रूरी है.
प्रॉन ट्राई आउट करना शुरू किया, बीफ ट्राई आउट करना शुरू किया, और फिर हमने वो लॉन्च किया, और उसके बाद we got a really good response.
But the one thing that has remained common during my journey throughout all these countries is my passion for baking.
Philosophy is a small women-run venture. It's run by my mother and by myself. We work from home.
ऐसी ख़वातीन जो कि कराची वुमेन प्रिजन के अंदर हैं और उनके पास कोई रिसोर्सेज नहीं हैं जल्द इंसाफ की फरहमी के, उन तक इंसाफ किस तरह से पहुंचाना मुमकिन हो.
2010 में लाइवलीहुड की इफ्तिताह के बाद ये डिपार्टमेंट अब तक 350 ख़वातीन की मदद करने में कोशा है. इस पिछली दिहाई के दौरान मुख्तलिफ कंपनियों ने मसनूआत की तैयारी के अहकामात देकर इसके मकसद को आगे बढ़ाने में मदद दी है.
My mission is to have a setup just like Behbood, और मेरा विजन है कि मैं जितनी भी मैक्सिमम अपॉर्चुनिटीज हो सके वो प्रोवाइड कर सकूं.
कराकुरुम एरिया डेवलपमेंट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम कर रहा हूं.
दूसरी खास बात टिनकुन को की ये है कि वी आर एनवायरमेंटली कॉन्शियस ब्रांड, तो हम प्लास्टिक का इस्तेमाल कम से कम और कपड़े का ज़्यादा करते हैं.
I have a health food brand in Karachi called Peanut, and today we will be making a Mexican beef dish.
और आज हमें ये पता लगाना है कि हमने इस गत्ते पे किस तरह की फोर्स लगानी है कि ये अंडा सीधा ग्लास में चला जाए.
I strongly believe that local businesses play a big part in sustainability, which is why I have a very sustainable business model.
I'm a textile designer by profession and I have a passion for design, creativity as well as baking.
Each bagel is boiled and hand rolled individually. We use high quality ingredients which are sourced locally.
अच्छा, तो आपने मेरे से एक छोटा सा वादा करना है. It's not a huge ask, it's actually a super fun activity. What is it? Please join the We Are Wow movement, especially if you are a woman. All you have to do to be a part of this movement is draw a wow star. अब आप सोच रहे होंगे wow star क्या है? Wow star is an Urdu wow. So if you want to zoom in here, you can. It's an Urdu wow capped with a star, as you can see on the palm of one's hand. I've done it with a black marker. You can do it with mehndi. You can do it with a bright red, pink, orange, whatever color you like. And then upload it to your social media with the hashtag WeAreWow22. और ये जो R है, ये letter R होगा English alphabet का. It's a really, really cool idea. Why? Because what this signifies is a pause. It's basically a semicolon if you zoom in. And unlike a full stop, which is a tuck, full stop, a semicolon signifies a pregnant pause. It signifies the possibility of something else in the future. And given the corona state of the world, given everyone's mental health, this is what we are encouraging, a spirit of patience, but also a spirit of optimism, which is what this star signifies. Every woman has the right to her own story. Please write your own story. When you upload this image, we really want to hear from you. We want to hear how the pandemic was for you. We want to hear about your struggles and we want to hear about your triumphs because we are all one. So upload your image. I look forward to searching the hashtag and getting in touch with you about what you've been up to. Please do it. Thank you. So now we are going into movie time, performance time, time to sit in silence and be awed time. What am I talking about? We have some amazing things lined up for you. We have an incredibly brave and beautiful film by Ariba Naveed called A Coup. And A Coup talks about what it means to repress your identity, what it means to navigate your identity, and what it means when you don't want to conform to the pressures exerted by society. I really tip my hat to Ariba for making this amazing hair-raising movie. You don't want to miss it. After Ariba's movie, we have a musical performance by the Ranis of Saffron, which is a program run by the British Council in Pakistan to showcase and support emerging talent from marginalized and minority communities in Pakistan. Saffron will showcase Fatma and Maliha's work. Fatma is a young rapper based in Karachi. How cool. I am really looking forward to seeing Fatma's work. While Maliha is doing a creative reimagining of Iqbal's Rubaiyat. So two very different tones, two very different flavors. और यकीनन आप लोग जो देख रहे हैं, you will find something to like in each of them. So stay tuned. Another very interesting conversation that is happening today is called Cramping My Style. What is this conversation going to be about? Nope, it's not about fashion. It is about agency. It is about female autonomy. It is about periods. We would like to normalize talking about periods. Simple. Why do we not talk about periods in this country? Why have we made women getting their period such a taboo subject? You know, there's a contradiction at the heart of all of this. On the one hand, we have a lot of underage marriages. And on the other, we refuse to talk about sexual health. How can those two things go hand in hand? Right? So this brings us to periods. We have some amazing women who are leaders in their fields who are going to be talking about normalizing talking about periods, and also actually giving out health information to equip young women with how to deal with their periods and what that means for their bodies and their relationships with the world. So our moderator is Amna Latif, and our panelists are Tanzila Khan, Aisha Amin, and Sabah Khalid. So Amna Latif is from the NGO Ahang, which is all about educating women about sexual health. Then we have Sabah Khalid, whose organization Aurat Raj educates women on health and safety issues to do with periods. Sabah has created a chatbot which will answer women's questions about period safety and hygiene. Then we have Aisha, who runs an NGO called Baitak, which is all about educating women on gender injustice and tackling taboo subjects. And finally, we have Tanzila, who runs girlythings.pk, and she herself is a disability activist. So these are all women who are ballers, who are leaders in their fields, and I highly recommend joining this panel because not only will you learn new things, but you might also be inspired to become a leader yourself in a field that is sorely lacking in women leadership right now. And now, to all you wonderful participants in the WOW universe, we are bringing you a lovely and intimate fireside chat between Yasmin Lari, who is a pioneering architect in Karachi, and Pavinder Kaur, who is on the arts team in the British Council. These two women will be talking about sustainable solutions to architecture. Yasmin Lari, when she was asked about empowering women and what her vision is for empowering women, said the following lines. She said, "I knew if they could mix flour and water to make roti, they could mix earth and water to make bricks or tiles." It's simple, but it really tells you a lot about her vision, which is tooling women who may not be from the same socioeconomic background as her to lead enriching and fulfilling lives and equipped lives in their own homes. So Yasmin and Pavinder will be talking about sustainable architecture and empowering women through design. You don't want to miss this. And next up, we have my favorite, possibly your favorite, if you have good taste, account on social media. Yes, I am talking about none other than Swineryy. Swineryy will be bringing to you two avatars, but you have to stay tuned to guess who those two avatars are.
I think sustainability is the biggest scam of all. Just call it what it is. It's just plain conjuicy. You don't want to spend, you don't spend. But just be upfront about it. The other day Shazia's daughter was over, sitting in her, usual spot right next to my hubby. And just yak, going on and on about sustainability and cheaper alternatives. I just turned around and said, why don't you use yourself? You're the cheapest alternative available here. Then I just walked off, Normally, I don't give her any flack, but sometimes it's too much.
देखिए, मुझे औरतों के लिए आवाज़ उठाने के बारे में कुछ नहीं पता। मुझे ये पता है कि औरतों पे आवाज़ उठाने में एक अलग ही मज़ा है। इसमें जितना मज़ा औरतों के लिए आवाज़ उठाने में आता है ना, उतना ही आपको औरतों पे आवाज़ उठाने का याद है। मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंस है मेरा इसमें। हाँ, मुझे सेकंड वाला ज़्यादा पसंद है क्योंकि इसमें मैसेज जो है वो बड़ा अच्छी तरीके से डिलीवर हो जाता है। फर्स्ट वाले में जब आप औरतों के लिए आवाज़ उठाते हैं तो कोई सुनता नहीं आपकी, ठीक है। बट अगर आप औरतों पे उठाएं और मर्द पे तो मैं उठाता ही हूँ, तो फिर एक बड़ा एक अच्छा सा
And for those of you who are watching, just a final check-in on our social media handles so more of you can come and take part in this amazing festival which has marketplaces and workshops and products and services. So the name of the festival, if it's not yet obvious, is WOW Virtual Pakistan 2022. On YouTube, you can find us at Wow Pakistan Virtual. Instagram is wow.pakistan. The Facebook event page is Wow Virtual PK 2022. The festival website is wowvirtual.pk. And finally, if you have compliments, if you have questions, if you have queries, you can email us at info@wowvirtual.pk.